Good evening and welcome to Hart Park in beautiful Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. A perfect evening once again for soccer. I am Scott Wegener. I will be with you for the next 90 minutes, bringing you this action here live on the Milwaukee Torrent YouTube page. Tonight we feature the visiting Iowa Raptors and your Milwaukee Torrent. These two teams met just 2 days ago in Iowa. The Raptors prevailing in that one 3-1. It wasn't without chances for the Torrent as they missed a PK in the second half and had some opportunities also around the goal and were just unable to capitalize. Something we've seen from the Torrent this year with the exception of their last home game in which they won 7-0. With the exception of that game, it's been tough sledding for the Torrent and tough scoring goals for this squad, scoring just 2 goals once this season. This Raptors team currently sits at second in the Gateway Conference, trailing Des Moines United FC, who are at the top of the table with 22 points. Again, Iowa Raptors in second with 12 points. Sunflower State FC in third with 10 points. The Torrent then fall to fourth with 8 points with only 6 games played, however, the least amount of games played among the top 4. Atar Belleville with 9 points sitting in the 5th spot. And remember, the NPSL does their ratings based on points per game for their standings. So that is why the Torrent with 8 points sit above Atar Belleville with 9. And then bringing up the end of it, it is Club Atletico St. Louis 2-6-0, just 0.75 points per game. That Club Atletico St. Louis was here last weekend, and the Torrent came away with a resounding victory, 7-0. We had some incredible goals in there. I would suggest taking a look at the Milwaukee Torrent YouTube page for our 90 in 90-ish. That recaps all of the goals from the previous game. Sam Abreu had a particularly great one. We'll talk about him momentarily as the Raptors and Torrent both enter the field right now. In just a moment, we're going to go over to our PA man, Kevin O'Connor, and he's going to announce at least one half of the starting lineups. We've got a clerical issue going on with the Iowa Raptors, so unfortunately, as of right now, we do not have any lineup for the Raptors, nor do we have any of the players' names, numbers, or anything about this team. So we were hoping to get that before the game started. We're unable to connect with the team during the weekend. We're unable to get it here again this evening. So without further ado, Kevin O'Connor, take it away.
Here the first 11, beginning with the away side. Iowa Raptors FC. Unfortunately, we do not have names, so please welcome our friends from Iowa Raptors FC. And now, the first 11 for your Milwaukee Torrent. Your captain, number 24, Yuri Erbovich. In goal, number 30, Nick Chiappa. Number 6, Sam Novak. Number 8, Jules Teselo. Number 9, Paco Pescaglia. Number 14, Lucas Nestus. Number 18, Davis Nelson. Number 19, Ethan Kratzer. Number 23, Max Ludwig. Number 49, Sam Abreu. And number 77, Miguel Conde Guo.
Please rise. And now, to honor America and all that it stands for, as well as our freedom and those who serve to protect it, the playing of our national anthem.
We are just about set for soccer. The Milwaukee Torrent hosting the Iowa Raptors. Nifty kits from the Raptors, I'd have to say. The purple and blue. The Torrent in their home whites. With the black, what would you call that? Like a cummerbund, almost on the Torrent kit, a cummerbund, a vertical sash. I thought coming up with cummerbund on the spot was a pretty creative. Is a cummerbund lower? It's been a long time since I've worn a cummerbund. Does anybody even know what a cummerbund is anymore? Unless you're rich. We appreciate you coming along for the ride on the Milwaukee Torrent YouTube page. If you have questions, please throw them in the comments section. We will be reviewing them throughout the game. Do our best to get a few of them on air and see what we can mention. Give us some shouts out. Let us know where you're watching from, who you are, who you're cheering for. And as always, if you're at the page and you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. So it looks like it'll be the Torrent going from left to right on your screen. Iowa in the purple and blue away. From right to left. As I mentioned, these teams met just 2 days ago. It was the Raptors with a 3-1 victory. But again, Torrent were not without chances. A missed penalty from Kyle Crane. And a number of opportunities inside the Raptors box, just unable to capitalize, which has been a story for the Torrent throughout this season. So it'll be the Torrent to kick things off here. And just like that, the first 45 is upon us. Milwaukee Torrent looking to improve to 3-2-2 on the season. First start for Ethan Kratzer here, who filled in for Sam Novak last year quite a bit as Novak was hurt. Urbovich doing great work there on the far sideline. Unable to connect with Piscaglia, who turns it over, and Iowa will have their first possession of the game. Ball played through. Novak is there, goes through his legs. Kratzer is giving chase. Nifty spin and turn. Left off. Still in a dangerous area for Iowa. Played out wide. Nelson is going to get there. A bit chaotic. Cleared away. Iowa is going to maintain possession. Kratzer defending well there. Ball swung in, cleared away by Nestis. Torrent chasing here now as Iowa building pressure early in this one. Iowa content to move things around midfield. Now look to move it forward. Nestis defending. Kratzer gets megged. Cutting to the baseline. That's tipped by Novak, and it goes into the waiting hands of Chiappa. So the Torrent, about a 2-minute spell of defense there for them. Look to build a little bit of offense on their own. Nelson plays it long, was looking for Piscaglia or Conde Guo. Neither able to get there. And Iowa will reset all the way back to their keeper. Piscaglia chasing. Ball played through. That's going to go all the way back. Novak is going to collect it. Slots it for Ludwig. Ludwig leaves it off for Urbovich. Finds Nelson. Conde Guo plays the dummy on it. Is he going to get there in time? A collision. Ludwig's going to come away with it. Has his jersey grabbed. Referee blows the whistle after the loss of advantage. It'll be a Torrent free kick about 25 yards from goal. Ludwig will stand on top of this free kick. Referee gets the wall set 10 yards away. Ludwig drives this in on the ground. Piscaglia tips it. It's a Torrent goal! Ludwig on the free kick. Drives it across into the 18. Piscaglia toe pokes it past the outstretched hand of the keeper. And the Torrent lead 1-0 here in the 5th minute.
Milwaukee Torrent goal. Hot go, Piscaglia.
So the Torrent with a 1-0 lead. Ludwig. Paysalon. Jules with a fresh new haircut. Nestis drives it in, was looking for Paysalon. Raptors looking to push forward. Novak giving chase. Bumps his man off, leaves it for Chiappa. Chiappa slides and gets there just before it goes out of bounds. Clears it and it'll still go out. First train of the game happened at the 5th minute. Torrent scored. All I've been waiting for all year is for the Torrent to score while the train is going by, and they score, of course, on the wrong goal. Life's tough up here for a broadcaster, folks. Throw coming in from Iowa. Ludwig gets his toe in there and pokes it away. Paysalon tried to leave it for Ludwig, just didn't have enough on it. Paysalon still takes it off the foot. And just like that, the Torrent on the counter, played for Piscaglia. Piscaglia giving chase. He's going to have to slow things down now as he's outnumbered. Oh, nifty little step over. Cuts it back for Paysalon, and it's just too much. Cleared away, but it'll be a throw for the Torrent. Ludwig. Piscaglia fires it, deflected. Falls to the feet of Nestis. Nestis left foot cuts it in, and save made there by Iowa. Kratzer steps in. Finds the feet of Abreu. Ludwig leaves that for Piscaglia. Piscaglia back to Ludwig. Ludwig gives chase in the corner. Sends it into the box, and it's cleared away on the header. Conde Guo hustling back to defend. Does a great job there. Nelson clears it into the Raptors' right winger. It ends up falling to Chiappa. And he outlets back to Nelson. Abreu. Ludwig. Leaves it again for Abreu. Abreu bumped from behind. Turns it over. Abreu hustles, gets it back. Wins that on the tackle. And Urbovich is going to come away with it. Ludwig. Urbovich. And the Raptors now on the attack. Nestis flying back to help defend. Kratzer. That ball swung across. Into the box, and Chiappa will bring it down. That is just past the outstretched foot of Piscaglia. Ludwig's giving chase and almost gets there, and it's turned over for Conde Guo. The Torrent have numbers here. Conde Guo finds pace alone. Piscaglia. Piscaglia leads it for Ludwig back to Piscaglia. Tries to cut it onto the right foot, and it's poked away. Torrent maybe trying to do a bit too much there. Somebody's just got to put that on frame. You've got a 4-on-3. Ball played through. Urbovich defends well. Abreu, pace alone. And just like that, the Torrent on the run once again. Out wide, Nestis, near sideline. Pace alone. The Meg finds Ludwig. Ludwig, Conde Guo brings it down with his thigh. Has it on the right foot. Tried to play it through looking for Piscaglia. Conde Guo once again flips it over his head. And the Raptors are there to collect. A wonderful through ball played. Novak has to slide over while Kratzer swings himself in. That ball's played into the middle. Chiappa will come off his line and gobble that up. A lot of pace to this one here early. As Piscaglia told Pacelone, let's just slow it down just a little bit. That'd have been about the 6th sprint in a row that Piscaglia was going to have to make on a through ball. We're only in the 12th minute here. Torrent lead 1-0 on the Piscaglia goal off of the Max Ludwig set piece. Excuse me, off the delivery from Ludwig on the Torrent set piece. Abreu. Novak. Pace alone. Ludwig. Novak. Kratzer will now push things forward. Nestis. Urbovich. Abreu. Has his pass that was intended for Nelson deflected. It'll go to Novak, and Novak will now find Nelson. Condegwo. Ludwig. Pacelone. Bumped off the ball. Ball played through. Kratzer's going to have to give chase. Can he get there in time? He does, and he plays it clear. Raptors still with possession. Again, the Raptors unable to provide a roster before this one. Seemed to be a mix-up with some players and some jerseys in a previous game. Not exactly sure, didn't get the full details. Just were not able to secure that roster, so... Did we just break the news? On their previous roster, they had the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Ipso facto, we're unable to provide one this evening. Urbovich. Nelson. They'll restart it with Chiappa. Chiappa will send it up towards midfield, looking for Ludwig. Condegwo will come away with it. Ludwig. One touch. Turn was looking for Biscaglia. Long ball played. Kratzer is going to get there. Kratzer plays his college ball at Carroll University. One of our great sponsors. First in Bowl, the Torrent had their preseason team event there. I got to play some football bowling with Ethan Kratzer and his family. Great family. Ball played in the corner for Novak. Oh, what a save by Chiappa! You thought for sure he was beaten, and he stuck the leg out and made an incredible save. Kratzer. Looking for Nestis in the corner. He's going to give chase half-heartedly and then bail on that effort. Ball played looking through. Kratzer is able to step in. Ludwig is there. Ball played through looking for Ludwig now. Iowa able to defend. Torrent trying to keep him in their own corner. able to do so. And it's going to end up a Torrent corner. Max Ludwig to take the corner for the Torrent on the near sideline. Torrent will send everybody but Urbovich and Davis Nelson into the box for this one. Pacelone cuts near his post, and the keeper comes out, makes a great save. Bounces it once. Novak almost got his foot in there. Plays it long immediately. Nelson is there. Ball sent into the box and out of play behind Chiappa. So was it the offside flag that was up on the far sideline? Looks like the referee called out of bounds. Kratzer. Novak. Kratzer. Pacelone. Oh, wonderful ball play through for Nestis. Finds Ludwig. Swings it out to the far side for Conde Guo. Guo takes on his man. One-on-one. Gets past him. Keeper doesn't come out. Guo still chasing. Nestis. Ludwig. Tried to toe poke it looking for Piscaglia. A little bit of confusion between Ludwig and Pacelone. Urbovich. Kratzer. Abreu. Davis, the one touch, finds Piscaglia. Piscaglia inside the 18. Tries to cut it back on his right foot. The referee's going to call a handball. Iowa now looking to push things forward. Piscaglia comes back and wins that. Kratzer momentarily gave chase. On a grass field that probably stays in bounds. On this turf, that first bounce will kill you. Train number 2 of the night in the 21st minute. We've been blessed. Novak, Kratzer, Nestis, Urbovich, Nestis, has Piscaglia on the run, finds Ludwig. Ludwig goes far side once again, Conde Guo. Guo cuts it in, swings it back to Nestis. Nestis has a little bit of space in front of him. Tries to play it through, is looking for Conde Guo. 50-50 ball. Nestis unable to come away with it. And Iowa will maintain possession and now look to push things forward. Torrent lead 1-0 here in the 22nd minute. It was a 5th-minute goal from Paco Piscaglia that put the Torrent up. Conde Guo. Kratzer. With all the space in the world, plays it through. Piscaglia on the angled run. Unable to get there in time. And Iowa will reset. There's a spell early in this one, the first few minutes, where Iowa just heavily on the front foot, just knocking on the door. Since then, it's been all Torrent. With the exception of that one Chiappa save in the 17th minute. And it'll be a corner for Iowa. It'll be an in-swinging ball here on the corner for Iowa. Raptors deliver that in. It's off the chest of Abreu, and Iowa will do it once again. That ball driven in. Abreu heads that clear. Nestis is going to give chase. Abreu's going to come away with it. Abreu tackled from behind. That's going to bring the yellow card out of the pocket from the official. It's the first booking of the game from the official. Ludwig, pace alone. Tries to deliver to Nestis, unable to make it through. They'll reset to Abreu, and a shove in the back. Will be another free kick for the Torrent. Kratzer. Shin guard goes flying there. Nestis brings that down. Tried to go back with it, was unable to. Raptors now on the push. Kratzer giving chase. Tried to cut it back. Kratzer with a great tackle on the touchline. Nestis is able to get there and send that one into the stands. And the Torrent will be allowed to reset here. Abreu in the corner. Clears it for Ludwig. Ludwig with the one touch to Conde Guo. Conde Guo on the attack. Has a defender on his back. Has Pacelon running. Pacelon gets through. He's going to be one-on-one with the keeper. Pacelon! What a save from the Raptors goalkeeper. Excellent opportunity there for the Torrent. Pacelon was one-on-one with the Raptors goalkeeper. Tried to beat him to the near post, and a diving save from the keeper keeps it at 1-0 for now. Ludwig will jog to the near sideline here to take this corner. Ball swung, and Novak flicks that, and it's going to go just wide. Piscaglia is going to give chase and keep that inbounds. Kratzer sends that in the box. Conde goes wide open, and he misses it wide. Don't think it had the sauce on there to beat the Raptors keeper. Ball flicked on. Chiappa will come out to the edge of his 18 and grab that. Torrent once again pushing. Piscaglia. Ludwig took it off the foot of Nestis and was a bit heavy on the touch. And the Raptors keeper comes out, is able to gobble that up, and then outlets to the far sideline. Novak will go back to Chiappa. Urbovich. Trouble for the Torrent. Now shot and a diving save from Chiappa. Paysalone. Ludwig. Piscaglia. Has Paysalone running through. Defender falls down. Paysalone had no idea. "31st minute here at Hart Park. Long ball played. Kratzer had fallen, had gotten beat. Novak was there to clean it up after a heavy touch from Iowa. It'll be Raptors ball near midfield for the throw. Novak called for the bump in the back. Pleads his case to the official. Seems to be doing no good. Set piece now for the Raptors. Driven into the box. This is going to be dangerous. It's flicked on, and it goes off the head of Novak, just wide of the goal, and it'll be a corner for the Raptors. Swung across, headed clear by Novak. It'll be a corner from the other side now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is unprecedented. We've got a train trifecta here in the first half. You absolutely love to see it. Corner driven in. Abreu steps in and pokes that away towards midfield. Swung back in. It comes to the feet of Nestis. Nestis has Piscaglia on the overlapping run. Might be a bit too heavy on it. And that ball's cleared out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Iowa. The Torrent had a 3-on-1 opportunity, and the ball played just too far in, and Piscaglia was unable to track it down. Novak will clear that. Ball flicked on. Kratzer's going to get there. Abreu clears it to the near sideline near the Torrent bench. Pacelone gives chase, unable to get there in time. It'll be another throw for Iowa. Iowa coming away with it. Conde Guo giving chase on the defense. Tips it away. Guo goes down. Is limping a bit. Urbovich. Pacelone. Abreu. Abreu has it taken away from underneath him. Urbovich steps in to slow down the Raptors. Conde Guo comes back once again in an awkward tackle, still hobbling on that right leg a bit. Ball driven across. Conde Guo is there once again. Cleared away by Nelson. Piscaglia gives chase, and he's going to get called for a bump in the back. Iowa throw in now on the far sideline. Been all Raptors here for the last 4 minutes or so. Pacelone surrounded by 4 Raptors. Ball played quickly for Ludwig. Ludwig finds Pacelone. Pacelone tips it around. Piscaglia is going to give chase. He's going to get there. Finds Pacelone. Pacelone all alone. Cuts it back for Nestis. It's just past him. Conde Guo has it. Flicks it into the air. Abreu. We saw Abreu with that incredible volley goal last weekend. Unable to duplicate that here. Ludwig comes back and deflects that and wins it off the feet. Urbovich. Conde Guo. Urbovich. Ludwig. Conde Guo. Ludwig. Has Piscaglia running near post. Takes on 2 defenders. Is he able to keep it in? Referee's flag goes up. It's out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Raptors. 8 minutes remaining here in the first half plus extra time. Torrent lead 1-0. Paco Piscaglia with the goal in the 5th minute. Both teams have had some opportunities. Nick Chiappa with a pair of great saves. Jules Pacelone had an opportunity. A one-on-one with the goalkeeper. A diving excellent save from the Raptors goalkeeper. Novak with a little bit of a bump there. Little roll all the way back for Chiappa. Referee kept the whistle in his pocket. Kratzer. Tough ball back for Chiappa. Nelson. Piscaglia. Tried to go wide looking for Nestis. It gets deflected, but eventually gets there. Nestis for Kratzer. Kratzer is fouled. of a late challenge. Didn't look like much. A stern talking to is all it warranted. Pacelone, all sorts of space in front of him, plays it for Nestis. Nestis defended one-on-one, cuts it towards the end line, tries to play it across. It's deflected out of bounds. It'll be another Torrent corner. Abreu to take this corner. Nestis leaves it for Abreu. Delivers it in with the left foot. Conde Guo with the diving header, and he's not able to connect. Ludwig has it poked away. It'll be a throw for the Torrent on the far sideline. 41st minute, Torrent lead 1-0. Conde Guo. Urbovich stepped in and was able to help win that, and then Pacelone played it back for Kratzer. And the Torrent will reset. Ball played with the outside of the foot by Ludwig. Nestis giving chase, Abreu giving chase. Kratzer steps in front of that pass. Bit much on the header, and it'll roll out of bounds. It'll be a Torrent throw. Novak with the long throw. It'll come for Pacelone. Pacelone touches it to Nestis. Nestis was looking for Pacelone once again. Had Piscaglia running up the sideline. Ludwig is unable to get there. Kratzer tries to step in front. Iowa still comes away with it. An opportunity here. 3 minutes remaining in the first half and added time. Shot with the left foot from distance is going to go wide. Nelson. Long ball play, looking over the top for Piscaglia. We will have 1 minute of added time here in this first half. A bit early on the call, considering there's 2.5 minutes yet before we hit 45. Urbovich leaves it for Kratzer. Kratzer tries to find Pacelone, just has a bit too much on it, a little bit too much English. That'll go out of bounds. It'll be a Raptors throw. Ludwig leaves that pace alone. Nestis tries to get around a couple of defenders, unable to do so. It's poked away. Raptors will now look for their counter attempt. Both teams really trying to take advantage of the counter attack. Nelson finds Ludwig. Ludwig and Piscaglia with a 2-on-5 opportunity. Abreu. Nelson. Abreu, Urbovich, Ludwig. Pace alone. It's great in those tight spaces, but unable to come away with that one. Kratzer steps in with a heck of a defensive play there. Kratzer now steaming up the sideline. Piscaglia tries to find Kratzer, tried to reward his defenseman for making that incredible run. Unable to slot that through for him, and Iowa comes away with it. Urbovich defending well. Abreu steps in front of that. Piscaglia tries to get around the defender, unable to do so. The Raptors will counter. About a minute remaining here in this first half. We are into added time. Conde Guo steps in front of the pass. Finds Pace alone. Pace alone plays it into the corner for Novak. Novak giving chase. Is he able to get there? He is. Keeps it in bounds. He's got Nestis. Nestis has 3 defenders around him. Tries to cut it around two of them. Unable to do so. Plays it back for Novak. Novak bumped in the back. Nestis is going to come away with it. It's tipped away, and it'll be a throw for the Torrent. Seconds remaining here in this first half. Abreu. Kratzer. Urbovich. Plays it through, looks for Piscaglia. Piscaglia able to step in front of that. Nice little backheel. Piscaglia cutting towards the end line. Plays it into the box, and it's gobbled up by the Raptors goalkeeper. Tries to send that long at one last attempt. Referee blows the whistle, and we go to halftime. An incredibly entertaining first half here at Hart Park. The score only reads 1-0. Both teams with ample opportunities. It has been fast-paced and end-to-end here. The Torrent, the only ones able to put one away, was Max Ludwig with the set piece assist. Played it in on the ground to Piscaglia. Piscaglia poked it around the goalkeeper for the lone goal of this game in the 5th minute. We've got a 3/4 of an hour in the books. 3/4 of an hour to go. We'll be back. You're watching Torrent Soccer on the Milwaukee Torrent YouTube page. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway here in the second half at Hart Park. The Torrent lead Iowa Raptors FC 1-0. Paco Pascaglia with a fifth-minute goal, the only goal scorer of the game so far. No changes made here to start the second half for the Torrent. Conde Guo. Paysalone. Tries to keep that in bounds. Is tackled down. Oh, turnover there. Nestis with an opportunity. Top of the 18, couple step overs, hits a shot. It's deflected. Abreu plays it wide for Conde Guo. Conde Guo tries to go around his man, and that ball is cleared into the tennis courts behind Hart Park. And it'll be a corner. Pardon, it will be a goal kick for the Raptors. Did not see the deflection on that one. Apparently there was. It'll be a throw-in for the Torrent. Pascaglia heads that to Paysalone. Back to Pascaglia. Pascaglia dances around a couple of defenders. Still has an opportunity here. Leaves it for Nestis. Nestis one-on-one, and it goes just wide. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat we have for you tonight. Train number 4. Abreu. Nelson. Ludwig. Gets around a trifecta of defenders. Train horn blows. Nestis. Urbovich. It'll be a throw for the Torrent. Conde Guo. Ludwig. And Ludwig bumped from behind. It'll be a free kick for the Torrent. Ludwig to take the free kick. Sends it into the box. Novak goes up. It's brought down. Nestis. Nestis has a shot, and it goes wide. We were that close to our first ever train goal. I'm willing it to happen, ladies and gentlemen. We will have a train goal. It'll be a throw-in once again for the Torrent. Turned over there by the Torrent. Near side now for the Raptors. Ludwig chasing. Driven in the box. Novak gets his head on that one. Shot and is going to go just high. Nelson. Piscaglia checks two. Leaves it for Conde Guo. Guo, overlapping run from Piscaglia. Piscaglia plays it into the middle. Was looking for Ludwig. Unable to connect. Raptors will try to start something on the counterattack. Big switch here. Kratzer defending. Piscaglia has pace alone on the run. Jules still has it underneath his feet. Is clipped down, and it'll be a free kick for the Torrent. Looks like he's going to need some medical attention. He'll hop up to his feet. Hopefully everything's okay. Initial foul was on the Raptors, so it'll be a Torrent free kick. So for now, the Torrent will be a man up. Ludwig will deliver this free kick. Very similar spot to where the Torrent scored their goal in the first half. Ludwig drives that one in, and it's going to bounce over the goal. Piscaglia almost got his head on it, and then it almost bounced into that top corner. Torrent now still building. Ludwig. Ball swung across, and that's going to go high and wide. That was aggressive. And a bump in the back from Kratzer. Earns himself a foul. It'll be a free kick for Iowa. 56th minute here at Hart Park. Torrent lead 1-0. Piscaglia on this one. Pacelone goes down. It looks like he took one in the jewels. Opportunity here for Iowa. Kratzer comes back. Urbovich. Urbovich. Conde Guo defending here. Ludwig steps in to help. It was 77 for the Raptors, who had gone down with the injury. Still looks to be hobbling a bit. We've got a sub coming on. I would imagine it's going to be for him. Conde Guo tried to play the hero ball for Piscaglia, was unable to connect, didn't have quite enough on it. Ball deflects off of Abreu. Ends up finding who it was originally intended for. Now ball played through. Novak steps in and clears that away. Sub coming on for Iowa, our first sub of the game. Torrent have a man warming up on the sideline. I believe that's Osvaldo Sanchez getting ready down there. Getting ready with the strength and conditioning coach. Nelson was looking for Piscaglia. Just played it past. Raptors will recover. Things have slowed down here now for the Torrent offense recently, and just like that, it comes to Abreu. Abreu for Piscaglia. Piscaglia has it taken off his foot. And the Raptors will look to counter. Kratzer. Abreu. Ludwig. Abreu. Tried to play it through looking for Guo. And Abreu is going to get called for the foul. '61st minute here at Hart Park. Ball played over the top. Nelson tried to step in there. Urbovich was there as well. Raptors come away with it. Still on the attack, looking for their first goal of the game. That ball swung into the box. Dangerous. Chiappa comes out, grabs that. A collision there between Novak and one of the Raptors players. And referee will leave it in Chiappa's hands and get things restarted. Piscaglia with the pickpocket. Tried to find Ludwig. Unable to connect on that pass in the midfield. Torrent have seemed a bit off here the past 5 minutes or so. Have been able to gain possession and then promptly turn it over. Raptors have been mildly threatening here. Abreu with the excellent defense. Ball played into the corner for Piscaglia. Piscaglia is going to let that one roll. Looks like Piscaglia was asking for that at his feet. Now a pair of players warming up for the Torrent. Looks like we're going to have our first sub of the game coming on here. Looks like it's going to be Will Davis coming on first for the Torrent here. If I had to guess, I would say he'll be coming on for Piscaglia or Conde Guo. We will find out here momentarily. Looks like the referee will wait for the next opportunity for Davis to come on. Torrent will reset things all the way back to Chiappa. Nelson on the near side, looks long. Piscaglia goes up, flicks it on. Is Conde Guo with nobody in front of him cutting towards the goal. Conde Guo plays it around. Nestis has it one-on-one with the keeper. He buries it. And the Torrent lead 2-0. Lucas Nestis with the goal for the Torrent on the Conde Guo assist. And the Torrent lead 2-0.
Milwaukee Torrent goal, number 14, Lucas Nestis.
The unselfish play there. First off, the flick-on header from Paco Piscaglia to find Conde Guo. And then Conde Guo with the unselfish play, the outside of his foot, played it across to Nestis, and Nestis buries it. And ladies and gentlemen, during that time, we had our first Cousins sub of the game. Will Davis entering the game for the aforementioned Conde Guo. So he gets an assist and then leaves. So Will Davis, our first Cousins sub of the game. He will come in on the left side for Miguel Conde Guo. Novak defending. Looks like that ball goes past the touchline. Referee's flag goes up, and it'll be a goal kick for the Torrent. 65th minute here at Hart Park. Torrent lead 2-0. A 5th-minute goal from Paco Pascaglia, and in the 64th, a Lucas Nestis goal, assisted by Conde Guo. Looks like Cole Stevens, number 16, is going to be our second Cousins sub of the game. Stevens is going to come on for Paco Pascaglia. Cole Stevens, I think, brought an entire fan base with him here this evening as the crowd goes wild for his entrance. Might have been for Paco. My apologies. Sorry for the disrespect, Paco. I didn't mean anything by it. The Raptors will make a substitution of their own, so a pair of Cousins subs so far here this evening. I had a Cousins sub earlier today, as a matter of fact, for lunch. It was delicious. I had the Italian. Did you say the tuna? Listen, I love Cousins subs. I'm not eating tuna from a sub place. I can't do it. I'm sure it's delicious, and I'm not saying it's not. It's just a life choice that I've made. I want my tuna from a sushi joint alone. Ball played in the corner for Stevens. Stevens with it. Stevens cuts it back. Nope. I think I was correct. I think that fan base is for Cole Stevens. They became a bit raucous as that ball was played into the corner for Stevens. Davis. Ludwig. Davis. Wonderful play there. Stevens slots it across, and there's nobody home. Nestis was just a step behind, and the Raptors will look to counter. Raptors on the attack now. So do we think the Raptors are named after the dinosaur? It is in their logo. Okay. So Chris Pratt should be their spokesperson. That is a Jurassic World reference for those of you wondering at home. Raptors flicked into the box. Novak heads it away. Volley shot goes high. Ball flicked into the box. Chiappa's going to let that roll and take his sweet time before he decides to pick this up. Milk precious seconds off the clock. 70th minute here. Chiappa will send that long. Was looking for Stevens. It'll eventually fall to the foot of Abreu. Nelson was looking for Davis. Cousins sub coming on. It'll be Taylor Pill entering the game. Cousins sub coming on. Taylor Pill entering the game. Pill coming on for Ethan Kratzer. Ethan Kratzer doing a bang-up job here tonight in his first start. Excuse me, his second start here at home for the Torrent. Novak will play that all the way back for Chiappa. Chiappa will drive that towards midfield. Davis is going to go up for the header. That'll go out of bounds. Torrent coach James Weber will flick that one into the stands. Davis throw finds the head of Stevens. It's sent straight up into the air. Won by the Raptors. Ball played through. Davis lays out to make an impressive save. Chiappa goes wide for Nelson. Nelson finds Pacelone. Pacelone was looking for Davis. Davis tried to flick that on. Ended up missing on that. Raptors will reset, send it all the way back to their goalkeeper, and move it to the far side. Ludwig tried to restart that quickly. A pair of Raptors stepped in front of that. All of these gentlemen know that you cannot step in front of a free kick like that. Common soccer knowledge. Ludwig, Nestis. Nestis dances around a trio of Raptors. Ludwig gets around to himself. Now gets around a third. Plays it through, looking for Davis. Davis tried to turn and fire with the left foot. Was unable to connect on that. Had it poked away. Raptors will try to counter quickly. And now they'll have to slow things down as the Torrent recover. Abreu pokes that away. Nestis looking for Urbovich. Urbovich gets his toe in there, finds Stevens. Stevens tried to leave it off for Urbovich. Didn't have enough sauce on that. Raptors will recover. They will look to counter quickly. Stevens gets in the way of the defender, and now Stevens is off to the races. It's Abreu, plays it wide, looking for Ludwig. Ludwig has it just outside the 18, fires, and that's going to go high and wide. Taylor Pill with his first action there. Slides to intercept the through ball. It'll be a Raptors throw on the far sideline. 75th minute, Torrent lead 2-0. Novak back for Chiappa. Chiappa flings that towards midfield. Ludwig's going to come away with it now. Ludwig for Nestis. Nestis gets around the first man. Nestis plays it for Ludwig. Ludwig one-on-one. Can he make it three? And he misses wide left. Tough couple of minutes here for Max Ludwig, making all the right plays, just unable to finish. Ludwig does have an assist on the evening on the first goal to Piscaglia on the set piece. Ball swung across. Raptors now on the attack. Flick through. Cleared away by Davis. And then sent toward midfield by Abreu. Pace alone. Ball driven across now. Novak goes up for the header. A vicious collision. Stevens tries to get around a defender, and it's poked away. It'll deflect out of bounds for a throw-in for the Torrent. Stevens, Urbovich. Ludwig has Pacelone running through. Just a bit much on that pass as Jules was unable to get there. Good defense there from Will Davis, just being a nuisance. Another Cousins sub. Another Cousins sub coming on. Jonas Lusky enters for Max Ludwig. So Ludwig's night is done. Had a couple of opportunities to really put things away here late. Just unable to connect, but Ludwig overall played very well in the midfield for the Torrent here this evening. Abreu long looking for Stevens. Novak gets upended. Shot is going to go high and through the uprights. Referee blows his whistle away from the ball. Not sure what happened. Looked like a late challenge. Urbovich. Novak. Abreu. Lusky. Nelson. Davis. Pace alone. Tries to play it through, looking for Davis. And Stevens giving chase. Stevens is going to get there. It's poked out by the Raptors. It'll be a corner kick for the Torrent. Corner kick taken here. Abreu delivers, far post. Davis goes up, it bounces around in the box, and the Raptors goalkeeper is able to grab that. Nine and a half remaining here at Hart Park. Ball cleared away there. It'll be a throw-in for the Raptors. A pair of Cousins subs coming on. It'll be Kyle Crane and Tyler Howard entering the game. Looks like Crane will be coming on for Nestis. Nestis, the second goal scorer for the Torrent. So Crane will come on, and it looks like Stevens will slide over to that right mid position. Davis Nelson will exit the game as well. Tyler Howard will come in. Raptors with an opportunity here now to put something together. Raptors still with it. Dances through a couple of defenders. Poked away. Raptors still come away with it. Ball played through. Howard defends. Torrent trying to slowly push the Raptors out. That ball goes up. It's headed away by Novak. Crane will come away with it. Crane with a bump off, and he will be called for a foul. Once again, that ball swung in and then flicked on. Chiappa's going to come out and grab that. He will take his time getting rid of it. Chiappa sends that one long. Crane's going to give chase. And it'll visit his counterpart on the other side. Six and a half plus added time remaining here in this one. Torrent lead 2-0. Raptors pushing things forward. Urbovich battling. He's going to come away with it. Leaves it for Pace alone. Pace alone finds Crane. Crane has Lusky trying to make the run through. A bit heavy on that touch. Will go all the way to the the Raptors keeper. Ball played in. Chiappa's going to come out. He chests that one down. Sends it toward midfield. A dangerous play there from goalkeeper Nick Chiappa, but it paid off as he was able to chest that down and then clear it out past midfield. Looking to play that through. It's Novak that steps in front of that, sends that one long. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Raptors. Under 5 here to go, plus added time. Raptors pushing forward. Urbovich gets there, takes a shove in the back. Urbovich will take his time to milk this one to let those valuable seconds run off the clock. Torrent hanging on to a 2-0 lead here. Howard will take the free kick, 3.5 remaining, plus added time. Sends that long towards Crane. That's going to go over the head of Kyle. Long ball played. Stevens is going to give chase. He's going to be able to chest that down outside the box. It's going to come to Crane. Crane was looking for the one-time attempt. Now has an opportunity. Plays it out wide for Stevens. Stevens still with it. Tries to dance around a defender. Is unable to. Has it poked away. Now he gives chase playing defense. A nice tackle made there. And he pokes it away. Referee giving Stevens a yellow card for that challenge. Seems a bit harsh. Stevens' cheering section is thrilled about the yellow earned. Davis steps in front of that one. Falls to the feet of Urbovich. Now it'll go to Howard, who will play it safely back to Chiappa. Chiappa will drive that towards midfield, chested down. Crane, pace alone. Pace alone, still running with it. Wide for Davis. Davis plays it in. Crane is there, touches it across. Offside flag goes up. Lusky was there for the finish, but he was offside. And now the Raptors pushing the pace forward. Still pushing just outside the 18. Novak gets there and it's deflected. Raptors still with possession, driven in. Pill mistimes his header. Swung into the box. Chiappa comes diving out with the punch. Raptors still with it. Shot deflected by Urbovich off his back. Ball driven into the box once again. Pill rises up for the header, times that one better. Didn't mean to rhyme. Tackle made there, and it's going to go out for, looks like that'll stay in bounds, actually. Now it'll go out. It'll be a Torrent throw. Three minutes of added time here at Hart Park. Lusky giving chase. If he can get there, he's got Davis open. He gets there, gets the touch to Davis. Davis back to Lusky. Lusky plays it into the middle for Crane. Crane has Davis on the overlapping run. Crane still with it. Leaves it for Abreu. Abreu out wide for Stevens. It's going to be a bit heavy on that touch. It'll be a throw-in for Iowa. Torrent supporters group asking for the whistle to be blown. No doubt to get to that USA-Jamaica game. That starts in about 10 minutes. Raptors with an opportunity here. Howard steps in front to thwart that. It's played up towards midfield. Crane gets back and deflects it a bit. Not enough to slow the Raptors down, but not completely dispossess. Long ball played. Novak is going to clear that with the head. Shot left foot. Chiappa knocks that down. He will let it settle in front before falling down on top of that. Halfway through the 3 minutes of added time here. Long ball played. Comes to Davis. Davis plays it through looking for Jules. Pacelone. It's dummied away by the keeper. Pacelone had it. Didn't realize it was underneath his feet. And now we've got the keeper making a long run. Stevens comes away with it. Lusky drives that across, is looking for Davis. Davis pokes that away. Howard's going to get there. Davis. And that'll be a free kick for the Torrent. Looks like Abreu will take this. Arbovich to Abreu. Abreu taking it to the corner, looking to waste valuable seconds. Tries to pull it back and knocks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Iowa. Seconds remain here at Hart Park. As Abreu knocks that out of bounds. You would imagine the referee's going to blow the whistle after this throw. And he will not even allow the throw, and the Torrent come away with a 2-0 victory here at home over the Iowa Raptors. Paco Piscaglia, it took just 5 minutes for the game winner. Piscaglia put it away on the set piece delivered by Max Ludwig. And then Lucas Nestis on the assist from Conde Guo in the 64th minute made it 2-0, and the Torrent were able to put this one away. The Torrent improved to 3-2 on the season. Next up for the Torrent, July 1st, they will be at Atar Belleville FC. July 2nd, they will be at Club Atletico St. Louis. So a tough pair of games coming up for the Torrent. 2 winnable games, but back-to-back nights is a tough task for this squad. Got to pick our cousin sub of the game. I'm going to hand it to Cole Stevens. Came on and made a bit of a difference. Had a couple of opportunities, really hustled. Not a lot to work with for the cousin sub of the game tonight, as the Torrent were mostly kind of holding the ball and trying to play some through balls there at the end. Not a lot building towards. Next home broadcast for the Torrent. Our women will play tomorrow here at Hart Park. They will take on the Iowa Raptors. So for the final time from Hart Park, for my engineer Kevin O'Connor, I am Scott Wegener. The Milwaukee Torrent winners 2-0 here at Hart Park over the Iowa Raptors. We appreciate you hanging out and watching Torrent Soccer on the Torrent YouTube page.